pretty, you know, they're made for business. These things are not messing around. Very, very exciting. Do I want to say any more things are exciting? Oh my god. Hello everybody, I'm Sanders and this is Almost Definitely Outside, and in today's video I wanted to go through some blogger mail that I've received. I've been really lucky to get some great bits of kit, and it's now January, so Microadventure season is on its way. I'm looking forward to some more adventures as we get a little bit more daylight, maybe a little bit more warmth. So I wanted to give you a bit of a preview of some of the gear that I've been sent that I'm going to be testing and experimenting with over the next few months. So I don't know where to start. Let's start with, this feels quite exciting actually. This is the Land Rover Explore phone. It is a smartphone. It's designed by Land Rover and made in conjunction with a company called Bullet, who also do Caterpillar phones, and it's basically a phone that is designed for outdoor people. It's not indestructible, but it is durable. Now, I have used this a little bit, and I've done a bit of promo video internally for Jaguar Land Rover with the phone, and they did some really embarrassing shots of me walking in slow motion and stuff to kind of sell that internally. But what I really want to do is try and use this a bit more, because I've used it a little bit. I have to admit, I did fall out with it on Ben Nevis. I don't know if it was user error, but it managed to erase all of my apps and all of my maps when I was like in the middle of, it was absolutely freezing. It was a really horrible day on Ben Nevis, so I fell out with it, but I think it deserves a second chance. So this phone, let me let you have a look at it. It's a pretty hefty bit of kit. Does that help you see it? No, that helps you see it. Try and focus on that a little bit. There we go. It's got the Land Rover symbol on the back, and it's got these little magnets which are for an extra battery pack, which is upstairs in my gearbox in the loft, so I don't have it to show you. And it is, you can see my back door there. Let's reflect it on the top of the tent instead. That's it from the front. It's very nice and very shiny. Let's see if I can turn it on. Ooh, there we go. Land Rover powered by Android, and it's basically excessive battery life, excessive ruggedness. It's supposedly waterproof, which is very exciting, and it's designed for people to use in the outdoors. Long lasting, it's drop proof, that kind of thing. It is really, really heavy, especially when it's got the battery pack on the back, which basically makes it about this thick. And it's got quite a chunky case that's got a carabiner on the back. Some little bits of it that I've fallen out with, but I really think it deserves a second chance, and I need to try it more this year. So the Land Rover Explore phone is the first very exciting bit of kit that I will be using this year. The second thing I want to show you is actually the latest thing that I've been sent, and I'm going to show it to you because it's super exciting. It is the Lifesaver Liberty bottle, and it is branded as being essential for survival, making dirty, microbiologically contaminated water safe to drink, and this supposedly is enough to filter up to 2,000 litres or 530 gallons of water. So you can filter stuff on the go, or you can siphon things out into another water bottle. It came with a really long list of instructions for how to set it up and how to store it and stuff, which I haven't looked at yet, but I'm going to take it out of the box and have a little bit of a play with it now for you. I've got a quick start guide as well. I've never had a water bottle with so many instructions. Oh my god, hang on. Land Rover phone's woken up and it's giving me a lot of notifications. Let's just turn that back off. There we go. Right. So, back to the Lifesaver Liberty bottle. I'm just going to open it and take this out now. So, in here, we in theory have a filter and a pump. And for the life of me, I could not work out yesterday how to get the bottom off, because it says that you have to, on the instructions, open the base and fill the Liberty bottle with clean water. Well, can I work out how to get this off? Do I twist it? It doesn't seem to twist off. Do I pull? Oh, ooh, I can't. Okay, so we found the pump, located that bit, but I can't work out how to get the base off, so I need to have a play with that. It's quite heavy, considering there's no water in it. It's about as heavy as I would expect. Not quite as heavy as I'd expect my Sig bowl to be when it's full of water, but it's heavier. But I'm super interested to use this because I always panic about not having enough water, and I always end up carrying loads, which makes my bag really heavy. So if I can have a water bottle that will siphon water out, I don't need to panic. So siphon water out? Yeah, or that will clean it. I don't need to panic so much. So I'm really excited to use this. Thank you very much. The next thing that I've been sent, which is very exciting, I've said everything's very exciting so far, haven't I? It is all exciting. Is this? You can't really see. Oh no, you can kind of see, because of the really subtle writing on the nice box. But they are icebreaker base layers. Now they are 100% natural original base layer. There's their social media if you want to give them a follow. So icebreaker base layers are 100% merino wool loveliness, and there's a lot of outdoor clothes that I don't really see the point in spending money on. So stuff like t-shirts, like branded t-shirts, I don't see the point of it. But base layers are something that they can make or break a hike. If it's cold, I also use them as pyjamas, so it's really nice to have some nice pure merino wool base layers. So these are the Icebreaker Merino 260 leggings. I think the colour's called like Snow and Rock or something. So they've sent me the leggings and also the zipped high neck top, which is really nice. It's so soft, I can't tell you how soft they are. Now I have, again, yeah, this is the Merino 260. And I've got them in a small, and I'm a sort of size 10-ish, so that gives you an idea of how big the small is. Now I did wear the top, no I wore them both actually, in Scotland last week. It actually ended up being really mild, so I ended up just wearing the top under my coat and nothing else, so they didn't really get a good test. So I'm very excited to use these over the coming winter months because I do not like staying indoors, so even if it's like really cold and miserable, I do like to get out, and base layers are a lifesaver if you get very cold like I do. And then I have a whole bunch of swag from Trekmates, which is very, very kind of them. So at the end of last year, Trekmates very kindly chose me to be one of their outdoor heroes, and a few weeks ago, just before Christmas, they sent me a bit of swag that I can use on my adventures to come. So something that I did ask them for, because I'm always too tight to buy the outdoor, you know, the OS maps with the active sort of covering on. I know they're better, and I know you can write on them and scribble all your writing off, and that you don't need a map case, but from all of the other maps that I've previously bought when I either didn't know they existed or was too tight to get them, they just get wrecked. Like, not even just in rainy weather. I've put a map sort of in between my back and my rucksack before and just sweated off all of the print that was on it, which is really dreadful. So I asked Trekmates if they would send me a map case, and they sent me their Trekmates Twin Seal map case, which is a dream. Now, as you can see, obviously, because it's still got the label on for this video, I haven't opened it yet, but look at this. So it's quite slimlined. My other one was a proper old school one with like a Velcro roll over top. So I really like that with this one, you can snap it together at the top like that, so you've only got the sort of half thing hanging out. It does remind you as well that it is waterproof. Good to know, Trekmates, thank you very much. And it's got at both ends this, God, really, hang on, I can do this, really hefty, there we go, really hefty plastic zippy thing. So they're super watertight. You don't want to be trying to rip this open too much on the hill, I don't think, to readjust your map, but they do very helpfully say on the detail that comes inside that it shows an area measuring 77 square kilometres on a 1:25 map. So, I mean, unless you're going on the most ridiculous day hike in the world and you're Superman, it's probably going to be enough space for a day hike. So I'm very excited about using this. Thank you very much, Trekmates. The other thing that they sent me, which again I did use in Scotland, but the weather wasn't super extreme, so I don't think they got properly tested, was a pair of these. This is their Aran, the Trekmates Aran glove. I got them in a size small to medium. My hands are really tiny, like I have tiny child baby hands. So they're a teeny little bit big. If you have normal sized hands like a normal adult, then they'll be fine. And they're windproof. They're not waterproof, but they're windproof. And they've got this sort of really nice fleecy lining. And they were super cozy when I was wearing them. What I want to do is test them in some slightly more extreme environments, so proper wind and proper cold. They don't profess to be waterproof, but I would like to see how they hold up to some proper sort of summit weather. The other thing they sent me was this buff, which is really interesting because it's part sort of, am I allowed to call it a buff? I'm probably not allowed to call it a buff. A neck tube, an insulated neck tube, and it's sort of part this thin cottony material that normal miscellaneous brand neck tubes come in, and it's partly got a fleecy bit. Ooh, that made the lighting go really weird. A fleecy bit here. So you can fold the fleecy bit inside and around your neck, but then you've also got this sort of extra tubey bit, which is really cool because you can have the fleecy bit around your neck and then pull this up over your face. Because I always like to pull my buffs up, my non-branded neck tubes up over my face and hook them over my nose if it's really cold, but then it sort of pulls it away from your neck. So this one won't do that because it's insanely long, so I love that, and I'm very, very much looking forward to using that out on the hills. And the last thing they sent me, which I think is a sort of a Trekmates classic, if you will, is their Torridon Classic Fit gaiter. I have got another pair of gaiters, but can we just take a minute to appreciate how hefty the underfoot strap is on these? Because that's the bit that I'm always concerned is going to wear out, because obviously that's on the floor under your feet all the time. So I'm really looking forward to giving those a try, because they seem pretty, you know, they're made for business. These things are not, they're certainly not what I would call a lightweight bit of kit. But if you're going out in the winter in the mud, Kinder Scout would be a great place to try these. I don't know if I want to put myself through the misery of Kinder Scout in February, but Kinder Scout would be perfect to give these a flipping good muddying. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about them. They've got an elasticated ankle, which is nice, and a drawstring thing at the top, and then they both have a zip, yeah, you can see that, a zip and a velcro flap and a popper. So I mean, once they're on, they're not going anywhere. My other pair of gaiters are a different brand, and they're Gore-Tex ones, and these ones aren't. These are Trekmates Dry Technology. Now I'm a little bit of a brand whore, I guess, when it comes to Gore-Tex stuff, so I'm looking forward to trying something that isn't Gore-Tex and seeing if it holds up, because there's absolutely no reason for me to always go for the same brand just because. So thank you very much to Trekmates, to Land Rover, to Lifesaver, and to Icebreaker for the lovely swag. I've made the tent shake then, oops. I'm really looking forward to trying it all, and I will keep you all updated on the blog and on Instagram, and hopefully on YouTube as well, if I can make this work. If I can work out how to edit this video, I'll keep you all updated and let you know how all of the gear has gone and whether or not it is worth investing in yourselves. So thank you very much for watching. Click, I don't know where to point I don't even know where to point for the subscribe and notification bell, but click subscribe and the notification bell wherever it is if you liked this, and come back for more micro adventure content soon. Bye. Which is why it's a teeny bit battered. You can see the back door of my house in that. That's nice, isn't it? Look at all the drawers that I've pulled out. Let's not use that shot.